Hello drivers, so today here with me I got a Mazda 6 2010 Mazda 6. I'm gonna show you guys how to replace the outer tie rod on the driver's side. Okay, as you can see, I jacked the car up. I'm gonna take off the wheel. I will be replacing the tie rod, which is that right there. Okay, so give me a couple of minutes. I'll show you guys how to do it. Pretty easy. Okay, before I take the wheel off, I'm gonna show you guys a trick. When you want to know if the tie rod is loose, when you're driving on the highway, maybe going 60 miles per hour, you're gonna feel the wheel like rattle a little bit. This is what happens when you're driving. Hope you can see. Okay, I think the other side is for bearings, but this is for the tie rod. All right. Okay, drivers. So as you can see, first, safety. What I usually do, I jack up the car high enough and put a wheel underneath the brakes, or whatever you call it. Just underneath all the suspension for safety. All right, you can get to the outer tie rod. This is the outer tie rod here. All right, we're gonna change it. Okay, what I usually do before I change it, I usually mark the spot just in case you don't have to align the vehicle. You want to make sure you mark over this side right here. Just try to mark it and make sure it matches up properly. All right, I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. Always spray your bolts. Give it like 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, driver, so what I usually do before I take off the tie rod, this is actually where they're gonna align the vehicle. Usually when you're offline, when you need vehicle need to align, when you need alignment, this is what they use. So what I do to save money, or I don't have to align the vehicle, I loosen this nut first, right? Once it loosens up, I tighten it back, right? So as you see, I loosen it, but what I do, I tighten it back. Understand? Then now, because when I mean tighten it back, I just give it a play in it. I leave a play in it. What I do next, I'm gonna loosen this now. Once I loosen this and take this out, just make sure you don't touch this, because once you put the new one, you want the new one go right back to this nut. All right, so that's the way I do it. That's so I don't have to waste money or align the vehicle back. All right, so now I'm gonna loose this up now. Take out that pin. Now I'm going to take off this. usually what I do, I knock this, because this is gonna be hard to come out. If you want, you could spray here, just to make sure. So remember, you gotta knock. So sometimes it's hard to come out, but what I'm doing right now, I just gotta keep knocking around the edge, get a little tap over here, knock it until it fell out, you know. Okay, driver, so right now I get it out. So as you can see, remember I told you this is still, don't move this nut, because this is your alignment. This is your new outer tie rod. Okay, all right, I'm gonna do right now is take my time. See what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna move this and not the nut. Okay, so we get the used one off. As you can see, show you guys, see, it was already breaking already. The grease, you know, came out. So this is not safe on the road, you know. Once this pop, you could have accident, or you could have to call a tow truck or something. So once you're driving and you feel your tire like shaking, just go to check the tire rods, just to be safe. Okay, and this is how I was doing on the highway right here, like this. Especially when the breeze touch it, it's like this. Okay, it's not safe. All right, so I'm gonna put the new one on now. And I'll just remember, don't spin this nut, because that's the alignment. So what I usually do, I put this on. Take your time, make sure you spin it. Just be the other way, okay. Try to see. Make sure I gotta catch it, you know. You spin it all the way. Make sure don't once you're getting closer, just slow down. You don't want to spin the nut. All right. So right now, getting closer. So as soon as you're getting closer, make sure you hold the nut. Make sure it don't spin. Okay, maybe it need one more spinning. The trick thing about this, sometimes the newer parts kind of new. So you see right now, because this is a newer part, so it's maybe a little inch difference, you know. So what I would do, I turn it back around a little bit. See, because I know this nut wasn't going back, this is opposite going down now. So what I'm gonna do, I have to leave it like this. Have to, because if I can't bring this around now, I can't bring this around, you know. So I gotta leave it like that. So what I have to do now, I gotta bring down the nut a little bit. So like this is fine. If you find yourself the other tire go down, instead you move back the nut, it's best for you to. It's best for you, and if I could, let me see if I could spin it around. So it make no sense to spin it around. You don't want to spin it around either. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it like this and just put it on just the way it is. So I'd rather bring it down than move it back. Okay, I'll show you guys how to do that though. Okay, driver, so what I did, just to be on the safe side, I just continue to spin it round, but I didn't move this. Okay, so at least most likely you should be still good. And then once you put it back, you just tighten it. So I'm gonna put it back right now. Sometimes these are new measurements, so just remember to take off this cover. Sometimes it looks like it's just a rubber piece, but it's not, and it should be easy to go in right now. And make sure you go all the way up. Give it a little pound. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna screw on this first, then we tighten this. Sometimes you could still tighten this, but just make sure you screw on this first. The other nut for that one. If you want, you could leave the one that the new nut you get, or you could put back the original one. I'm just gonna put back the original one. Make sure this is tight enough because of safety. Remember, put back your pin. Just like that. And the last thing we're gonna do is just tighten this the alignment nut. You got a hole right here. You need another just to make sure, you want to make sure it's tightened properly. So you have a little space, you have a little yeah, when you tighten it, you just got to make sure you hold right here like this. Second. I mean, you could hold it, but I don't think you really have to. Okay. As I said, this, make sure you tighten this. Okay, that should be good. And that's it, actually. And then you test drive it. If it feel like it needs to align, you could go to an alignment shop. If not, just leave it as that. But usually some people still want to check it out at the alignment shop, make sure everything is good. But if you feel like it's steering really straight, I would just leave it like that. Okay, so thank you drivers, and hopefully this helped you. Hopefully I helped somebody out there. And if you guys like the video, press like. If you're interested, just subscribe for other videos. All right, thank you, have a blessed day.